Hey, what's up, guys? It's Fulke here. I just want to give a shout out to Boogie Bentley, Dauber, and the Indie Kid over at the Talkin VAWLS Network on YouTube. Keep doing your thing, guys. Go VAWLS.
My name's the Indie Kid. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. Thanks for joining me this morning. Tennessee falls to Arkansas 58-48 yesterday. Just going to recap that game, talk a little bit about it. Just kind of preview what's coming up today. Later on, probably around that 3:30, 4 o'clock mark, Boogie Bentley and I will recap Tennessee and Georgia Southern this weekend. The Vols have taken the first two. Hopefully they can finish things off with the weekend sweep to start the season. And also, we'll keep you updated on live shows moving forward. But let's get into it. Tennessee, again, falls 58-48 to Arkansas. Tough game overall, a lot of frustration. Rick Barnes stated it. He said, I hope when I go back and look at the video that basically he hopes it's not how he's saying it. And yesterday was an embarrassment to college basketball. The officiating, just the whole game overall. Now, with that said, I'm not blaming the officiating on Tennessee losing that game, but we've talked about it throughout the season. A charge is a charge. There's no discrepancies about it. If a guy is in the air and you move under him, it is a block. It is a block. Tennessee can get those calls at times too, but Arkansas got a lot of them yesterday. If a guy is planted and the offensive person runs over them, that's a charge. If the offensive person is moving and that defensive person gets in front of them, majority of the time, that is a block and a defensive foul. Now, you have instances where maybe the Tennessee person is, I don't know, maybe if they throw a forearm or elbow, yeah, that's one thing, but they have got to get that fixed. The circle underneath, if a guy's under it, that's a block. That's a defensive foul. It's really not that hard to understand. I know people say, well, that's a tough call. It's not. If you're a seasoned SEC professional official, yeah, they're not calling NBA, but they're calling the SEC. You should be considered a professional to officiate in the SEC. If you don't know what a charge is versus a block, you do not need to be officiating in the SEC. Now, with that being said, though, did that cost Tennessee the game? It didn't help. Let's put it that way. But pretty abysmal shooting day for Tennessee. 27.1% from field goal range, 16.7% from three-point range, 66.7% from the free throw line. They did win the rebounding battle, 46-33. Only had 5 assists, 6 steals apiece, 15 turnovers to Arkansas's 10. Arkansas didn't shoot the ball well either. They were 30.5% from field goal and 22.7% from three-point, 77.3% from the free throw line. So neither team, lit it up by any means yesterday, but just a tough day for Tennessee. Just look at the numbers here. You've got Chandler, 11 points, 5 out of 15, 1 out of 5 3-point. Stayed in foul trouble. Still got 28 minutes, but had 3 fouls. And some of them were cheapies. When you're in the air again and the guy jumps under you, that is a block. Jordan James had 8 points, 4 out of 13, 0-6 from three-point range. Not one of his better games yesterday, but he had been playing good ball over the last month. Arguably, probably the best on the team, but Vescovy, 7 points, 11 rebounds, 1 out of 9 from three-point, 2 out of 13 from field goal. That's really kind of your main 3 guys. Of course, you had Ziegler, 12 points, 2 out of 8, but he was 2 out of 3 from three-point range, 6 out of 6 from the free throw line. Other than those guys, you didn't get much production at all. From your forwards, Fulkerson had 2, Idu had 4, Huntley Hatfield 1, Euros had 2. And Jamal Mashak had 1 point as well. Not going to win many games with a lack of an inside presence. And I know Barnes, he made mention about He said Well, he stepped out and hit a 15-footer, but we need him to be an inside presence. He had 4 points and 6 rebounds. He was much more of a presence than the other 3 guys. So I don't get this. Do you want a guy who's just a statue inside, or do you want a guy who can occasionally step out a little bit? Now, he didn't have any blocks yesterday, but still, I'm going to take 4 points and 6 rebounds over. Euros had 6 rebounds as well, but Fulkerson, 2 points and 3 rebounds, and Huntley Hatfield, 1.3 rebounds. I don't know if these guys can get in rhythm either. All 4 of their minutes are under 20 minutes. So, I mean, they're predominantly going with Ziegler, Chandler, Vescovy, James, and then they're just rotating at that 4 spot. I think you got to get – I don't know. Things have been working. It's hard to question it, really. And, just looking at it overall, you can chalk it up to none of them were really on their game yesterday. So, where does Tennessee move going forward? We'll see. We'll see how they bounce back. There's about 2 weeks left in the season. And they get another shot at Arkansas coming to Knoxville. And you can bet. I mean, Bud Walton Arena was fired up yesterday. Thompson Bowling's going to be fired up here in a couple of weeks. You can bet on that. But Tennessee's upcoming schedule at Missouri, Tuesday, 7 p.m. We will be live for you after that game. Next Saturday, 4 p.m., Auburn in Knoxville. Really curious to see that one. Auburn started showing a little chinks in the armor here lately. Can Tennessee take care of business at home? The following Tuesday at Georgia. And then in 2 weeks, they'll wrap that up. Arkansas at home, that'll be either a 12 p.m. or a 2 p.m. Eastern game. I think based on where the games are at, I think Tennessee can win out. They could also drop. I think these are all winnable. I do think based on Missouri and Georgia being on the road, they're all losable as well. I mean, Auburn's going to be a tough game at home. That Arkansas team Tennessee played yesterday they're a tough team. So I think the last 4 are winnable. Tennessee plays like they did yesterday. They are also losable as well. Be big for them if they finish this season on a 4-0 run, especially the way they've been playing conference. And you got to think tough team in a tough environment yesterday. Just an overall bad day. One of those you just need to put out of your minds. They're going to go to Missouri Tuesday. It's going to be another frustrating team to play. They're defensive heavy, a physical team. Konzo's teams are always defensive and heavy and physical. How's this team going to respond? What kind of defense is Missouri going to play, and how does Tennessee answer that? Does their inside guys step up in this game? That's going to be the big question I'm going to see. I feel confident their guards will bounce back, even though they still got some points, tough shooting days all around. But I do feel that they'll bounce back Tuesday night. And again, like I said, we'll be live after that game. Auburn next Saturday, 4 o'clock. We'll keep you posted on that one, whether that'll be a video game or a live show after. Hopefully a live show, but a lot of things going on right now, so we'll see how it goes. We'll keep you posted as the week goes along. But once again, Boogie and I will be live later on this afternoon recapping the Tennessee-Georgia Southern series. Hopefully you guys can join us for that. Baseball is alive. College baseball is well. College baseball is rolling. You guys enjoy your Sunday. My name is the Indy Kid. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. Go Big Orange.